We'll get to the second half of our story a little bit later on in the show. But in the 50s, if you weren't hanging out at the drive-in movie, you were probably getting down at a sock hop sporting a poodle skirt. Though some fashions faded fast, a few fabulous trends from the 50s are still found in our wardrobes today. So here with the blast from the past, please welcome Al E. Cat with the Benefit Betties. Hello there. You little Alley Cat, you. Before we take a look at some of these fashions, let's talk about how this group, the Benefit Betties, got started.
Right, yeah. So we started about 3 years ago. We're celebrating our 3rd birthday this June.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. We're still so young.
Yeah.
And so it started with just giving back to our community, care packages to soldiers, pin-up pictures, things like that. And it's expanded to animal groups, working with animal rescues. We do an annual car and dog wash where we literally get down and dirty with the dogs, washing up the cars in our vintage swimsuits and have a really great time. And then also working with women. We're doing the Race Against Violence this February for the Houston area women's shelter as well. So we really try to incorporate, strength in women, supporting our troops, which is a very important part.
And that's kind of where the peg of how this kind of retro 50s type thing, because as we know during World War II and
where the pinup originated.
Yeah, the pinup girls came about, and those guys who were overseas were like, a calendar, I'm happy to have one, right?
Yeah, and actually, if you don't mind, we brought you a calendar.
Oh, yay, here we go.
This is our 2014 calendar. We actually did it with Texas Litter Control, their local animal rescue. You can still order them online, and all these animals are up for adoption.
Aww.
And we've already had one success story. We have had a Chinese crested get adopted recently because he was in this calendar.
In the calendar.
Yeah.
What is it about the 50s, do you think? I think it's one of those things that people smile, even people who were born, 20 years ago, love the 50s.
Right. I think it's the good old days, right? When people say, oh, back in my day or back in the good old days, that's really what we're talking about. We're coming back from World War II. We've got extra money. We've got these consumer products. We've got these ability to make new textiles and designs.
And this new thing, relatively new thing called television to bring it all to you. For example, we saw lots of beauty commercials. I love this right here.
Yeah, we can bring this out.
Guess what this is right here? Look at that. Yes, that is your blow dryer.
It has a hot and a cold setting. Ooh.
Yeah. And as you were saying earlier, it still works, but it does have like a kind of a strange...
A little bit, yeah. Whenever you turn on the heater, it's been a little cold here and it has that kind of burnt smell,
Yeah, okay, put that back up. It's probably got hair for decades in there.
It is heavy, feel it.
Oh my gosh.
Much heavier. With the wooden handle.
You lift weights here. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's take a look at some of the fashions that we have here.
Absolutely.
All right, first up, kind of that Buddy Holly look back then, and it still plays today.
This is Garland. He's got his red Ray-Ban glasses. So exactly, Buddy Holly had very similar glasses, but not in the sunglasses. He's got a 1950s chartreuse plaid green shirt. So plaid, those textiles, those colors really started to come alive in the 50s. And then a classic Levi jeans. They've never gone out of style for guys. And then who doesn't like a nice pair of dress shoes? And he coordinated the browns to match the red of the sunglasses. He looks styling. And
yes, he does.
Any guy looks good with a nice pair of jeans and a nice button-up shirt.
All right, thank you. Okay, up next. Now, the cool thing is we can see things that are today to kind of pay a nod to the 50s, or things that are originally the 50s. Is this an original dress right here?
This is an original dress, and so this is Miss Jessie Rocks. She is the reigning Miss Houston Vintage.
Oh.
Hence the tiara.
Look how cute that dress is.
And so she's accessorized that red dress with this gorgeous print, bringing all that color. Again, we've got these extra textiles now that it's after the war. We can go back to producing these kind of beautiful
fabrics. We're not
holding
back anymore.
Exactly. We're not being scrimping. She's got a 1960s beaded mod purse. Awesome. Lots of color. Accessorizing everything. She's also got the gold filigree necklace. Matches the buttons on the dress.
And we cannot, she's got the crown
Of course, her beautiful tiara. And then she's got some gold cluster earrings, which again, tie in that gold.
And back then, you would see, like, when they would go out for the evening, a lot of women would have a tiara on.
Oh, absolutely. That is, I wear a tiara every day.
Yeah, was that like a Princess Grace thing?
Yeah.
Like, we're like Princess Grace. We've got ourselves a little,
My hair's just so big today, you can't see the tiara.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie.
Print went away for a while, but now I think it is back to stay as just it's a neutral and it's a classic.
I always say that leopard print's my favorite color.
Yeah, exactly, because it goes with everything.
So this is Miss Lady J of the Houston Burlesque Review, and she's got this awesome leopard print bombshell dress. The little bow detail right there in the front, accentuating the waist. So 50s was very much about bringing in the waist, showing off those curves of the bombshells.
Right.
Speaking of bombshells, Jane Mansfield loved leopard print. She would actually dress with her husband, Mickey Hargitay, in matching leopard print. A bikini, him and his little, it was very hot. And then red is always great. Add a pop of color. So she's got the double strand necklace, glass necklace, red button earrings, and her gorgeous crushed red velvet clutch.
Yeah, very pretty. Now, is that clutch vintage?
That is,
yeah. It looks and the dress is...
The dress, the shoe...
the dress is vintage also.
The dress is vintage, the necklace and the earrings and the purse.
I would think you could just get that dress right off the rack today.
Absolutely.
That's how well that still plays. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, shimmer, shimmy, Cocoa Pop.
So this is our going out. This is our evening wear, right? We have Miss Stephanie. This is a 1940s bronze metallic dress. Got the cuff sleeves, nice little added detail there, and a full skirt. So again, accentuating those hips, showing that full length of the body. She's got the 2-strand beaded necklace, gorgeous. I love it. And then she's also got the black velvet purse, and if you notice, it's got this gorgeous metal wire detailing. So that was all hand detailed.
And I was going to say, that's back when they did it by hand, not machine.
Exactly, and that is also a vintage piece. So she's all matchy-matchy, and I love the two-tone shoes. Those are actual reproductions, but they're just perfect for the time.
Yeah,
you're
it
looking
looks
for a
like that
classic
time
look.
period for sure.
They're
That is
beautiful.
so cute. I love that. There is not one thing I've seen today that I would not wear like right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to snatch it off of her after the show.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
Thank you,
just as we saw our guy earlier in the plaid shirt and the jeans, back then another generation would dress up everywhere they went. This is like going to the mechanic shop. You dress like that.
This is. He's going to go out with the guys, have a cigar, have a beer.
And then drop by the local Dairy Queen for like an ice cream.
And he's got the suspenders, the tie, you know, even the men were very detailed, very intricate. So he's got the gray pinstripe suit with white pinstripes, you know, slacks matching the jacket, and then the fedora. Fedora was a big deal.
I love this whole look, because you would see people at the grocery store wearing those things. Like, well, hello there, Jane. Hello, Bob. How are you? Just buying some tomatoes. Okay.
Exactly.
Tip of the hat. Not that way back then, but they did.
Yeah, a tip of the hat to you, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Such a great place to find some of these things.
Yeah. Well, actually, all of the styles today were provided by Replay on 19th Street. They're up in the Heights. Great area. I mean, you can find current vintage, you can find reproduction vintage, all up and down 19th Street. It's a great place to go.
And let's end with the dress
that
you have on.
So I have a little bit of notes for you. So brocade, wiggle dress, and so one of the things we talk about is the rhinestones. A girl can never have enough bling.
That's right.
I mean, so that's a classic piece you can always bring back. Got the rhinestone earrings that matches the rhinestone choker necklace.
Basically what you said is if you have mother or grandmother, don't throw any of that stuff away.
No, do not.
Right.
Do not. I've raided my grandmother's closet.
Thank you so, so much. And for more on the Benefit Betties and the 50s fashions you just saw, you can also log on to greatdayhouston.com. Speaking of music in the 50s, today on Facebook, we want to know, what is the first record you ever bought? Mine was the Jackson 5, ABC, and the Osmonds, One Bad Apple Don't Spoil the Whole Bunch, Girls. Log on and let us know what your first 45 was. If you don't know what a 45 is, just stay off Facebook today. We'll share some of your comments a little bit later on in the show. All right, a little trivia for you. What movie inspired one of Buddy Holly's biggest hits? That'll be the day. Was it Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Jailhouse Rock, The Searchers, or Singing in the Rain? We'll go inside the music behind the movies next.